everyone, so today I will be doing a review of the Coach Stanton Carryall bag. I'm going to get straight into the bag itself, and I will tell you all the details about it, about how I came to buy it if you're interested later, because I know some people get annoyed when people tell their life stories and videos. So, in terms of this bag, I really love it. It's the larger version of the bag. It is not the 26 inch I believe you can get. So it's quite a sizable bag, which I love. It has these two handles which are long enough to be able to strap over your shoulder very comfortably, and it sits at a very nice height. And yeah, so it is quite a good bag. In terms of the long strap, I also really like bags that have this. It's just, it's a nice kind of casual way to carry a bag. It's, comfortable, it has style, so I will usually opt for a bag that has that. And another thing that I really like about this shoulder strap is that it comes with two straps on the strap, I guess, so you can adjust the bottom one as you like, and the top one stays fixed at the top. And I'm comparing this to my Michael Kors Selma, which doesn't actually have this second strap, and with my Michael Kors, this leather thing, without that bottom strap, it has really started to bend. So I'm glad that this will hopefully not happen with my Coach bag. Okay, so I've adjusted. This actually has 11 holes, if I can count right. 6, 7, 8, 9, yes, 11 holes. And I have done it 6 holes from the top. So there's still, that's about halfway. There's still a lot of room for it to go, so it can adjust quite well for really tall people, medium height, etc. I am 168 centimeters, which is quite tall for an Asian, sadly. And this is the perfect height for me. Yes. So, as you can see, look, it's so simplistic. I really like it. It just has minimal branding, and that's great. It's black, it's in Crossgrain leather, and it has the whole gold hardware across. Looking inside the bag, we've got 2 zipper compartments on either end, and we've got a magnetic closure tab which seals the middle, and in the middle we've also got another divider. So just looking at the zips first, it's great. Look, these things are so flexible, which is really, really good in my opinion. Just because it means that it can hang over the edge without looking awkward. It can, it's easier when you're trying to open the bag. When you're trying to close the bag, it will bend. Whereas I think there are a lot of other zips, for example, my Michael Kors Selma, which are just one solid piece, and it will jut out awkwardly. Like, it will not sit very nicely at times, etc. So this is really good. In terms of these zip compartments, inside you'll notice that it's not very wide and you really can't fit that much in it. Now, when I got this morning, it was shipped from Reebonz, and it came shipped with these A4 cardboard bits within these zipped compartments. Now, as you can see, I have pretty much destroyed this cardboard piece that was in them. And so this is A4, and I'm saying that an A4 document will not sit nicely in these zip compartments. Like, it will pretty much go inside, but if you want to get it out, it's just not going to be feasible. You are going to destroy your paper, etc. Now, I recommend that if you do want to put paper in your bag and carry it around, I would highly recommend just putting it in the nice open pockets. They will sit nicely and they will not bend. If I can get it in. Okay, that's contrary to what I was saying, but trust me, it will go in. And you can see that there is no sign of it on the top. You can't see the paper. Once it's in, and it's quite well put in. And yeah, like, there's not too much space that the paper will crease or anything. It's just perfect. So put it in the open pockets. It's not a security risk, because unless you have really, really, really important documents, it's not going to be able to be taken out by a thief or anything, unlike your wallet. One of my doubts in buying this bag was that it didn't have a zip compartment, like a whole zip compartment. And how often am I going to put something in these tiny little compartments? So I was quite worried about that. But now that I've got the bag, I'm really glad that it didn't stop me from buying the bag, just because, look, you can use these zip compartments to put things in, but alternatively, just keep an eye on your bag. But no, alternatively, in reality, they do actually fit a nice wallet. I have two wallets. So my current wallet is an Origin wallet. It's kind of ugly, but I've had this for a while now. It's about a year and a half old, and it has a button clasp. I just like it because it fits everything. It does its purpose. You know, I'm not a big branded person. When I put this in the front pocket, you will see a dent. Well, you might not because the video might not be great, but there is a dent in the front. You can't really see it, but what I take to work is my lunchbox, my wallet, sometimes an umbrella, and a drink bottle. And when I put my lunchbox in earlier, there was a noticeable dent, especially when I used the long strap. So that was something I didn't like. But I fixed that because if you take your wallet out and you put it in the back, you can't really see anything. It's all hidden, it's fine. In saying that, I will probably swap my wallet over to this thinner Kate Spade zip around Continental wallet. Just because it's thinner, it suits the bag a lot more. And yeah, it will slide in and there's no worries. And the zips are so easy to open and shut. Normally I will not get a bag because the zips are just, you know, like the compartments when they have zips like this, which are quite similar to the Michael Kors Sutton, may I add, they just will not allow for anything to go within it. So I find it pointless, and when you're trying to get things out, you just end up dropping your bag everywhere because you're trying to open a zip and it just won't open, and yeah, it's nuts. So yeah, so in terms of the middle, like, you know, as I said, I am more than happy to put my lunchbox, my drink bottle, etc. in. It's really easy. Yeah, like nothing's wrong with that. So this bag was made in Vietnam, as I noticed from the inner tag, which I can no longer find, but it's in there. It says made in Vietnam. I know that some people have issues with that. I personally don't. I'm 100% sure this bag is authentic. It looks great. You know, and if you are buying a bag off Reebonz, they will specifically state if it's made in China, which I think is a really good thing. This bag, this item didn't actually say where it was made. Turns out it's made in Vietnam. Not a big deal to me, but just keep an eye out for that if you are shopping on Reebonz and you want to know something like that. Some people also said that this magnetic tab closure could be quite strong. I don't actually think it's too bad. It shuts nicely, as you can hear, and it's not too strong in that it will stop me from putting stuff in halfway when I'm not done. But yeah, each to their own. I guess it might also be annoying if you generally use this pocket quite a lot and you have this like constantly in your way, but I'm hoping I will get used to it. I have not, as I said, I have not used this bag yet. Tags are still on. I only got this morning, so I will cut them off shortly. Inside we've also got the see, this is when it might get annoying when I'm trying to show people on a video. Inside you've got the zippered pockets, which is one zippered pocket right at the back, and it just has like a little tag. I'm really sorry you can't really see it very well, but it's just like your standard pocket, right at the back there. And then on the front hand side you've got two of those cell phone pocket things, so you can stick your things in there. I'm really sorry my hair's in the way, didn't brush this morning. So two of those pockets, which are really good. And so yeah, so all the rest is just open space, you know, which I think is really good. And yeah, so didn't mention that the shoulder strap is also attached by lobster clasps, which are quite handy, very versatile. They move around, you know, they're not rigid. They're a lot like the Michael Kors key fob, which I never used, so I'm really glad that this one doesn't actually have it. Yeah, no, they're good. Back to the outside of the bag. Now, my doubts on buying from Reebonz was just that the bag didn't, the images of the bag didn't have this metal tag. Now, I'm not normally a branded person. I am okay if it's, you know, doesn't have something like that because I don't like flashing, oh, I have a Coach bag everywhere. But you'll notice that this bag, it was made specifically to have this hook, this loop to hold this tag. And if I buy a bag and the tag and the hook, the loop is empty because I don't have the tag, that's going to irk me. Like, what is the point of having that loop? People are going to ask, and I'm going to say, oh, actually there was a tag that was meant to be on there, but I didn't receive that with my bag. So if you look on the Reebonz site, you'll notice that none of their items actually have the tag on it, and it just detracts so much from the bag. So I specifically put in my note, please do not send this item if it does not come with a tag. Please issue me a refund. It will all go on our merry way, just because I do not want an incomplete bag. But thankfully it came with it, so I'm really, really, really happy. On the back, it's just got that one line leather split with the double stitching, which is, you know, take it as you will. It doesn't really bother me because it's on the back, but I guess generally I think it's a bit old-fashioned mom looking, but that's alright. So yeah, so I'm really happy with this bag. That's pretty much the interior and the exterior and my thoughts on it. Now, if you guys are willing to listen on, I'm just going to yap on a bit. So I am not a branded person, as I have said earlier. I only own one other designer bag, and that is my Michael Kors Selma, which comes in large. This is the large, sorry. It is the navy one because I liked the gold tone hardware, also because the black was not on sale. I bought this about a year and 9 months ago, maybe closer to 2 years. And, you know, it's time for an upgrade. For those that are still considering the Michael Kors, look, it's a great bag. I like it. Simple. It's nice. It's definitely shown its wear and tear, but I use this a lot. It's lost its shape a little bit, I'd have to say. Like, you'll notice it's a bit not straight on the edges anymore. But, you know, small issues. It still looks so nice. I still get compliments on it. It's such a lovely bag. I will probably still alternate using them. The only issue that I really have is that, I'm not sure if you can see, but the tops aren't straight. You've got a bit of a opera house going on. Sorry for those that don't live in Sydney, but, you know, it's just not straight. It's not perfect, that irks me. Whereas I can't really see this bag losing its shape as fast. It's a much more structured bag in the sense that it seems to hold its shape a lot better, whereas the Michael Kors really just relied on the initial structure, and then whatever you put in it, it just, you know, you can really see the differences. And I think that's mostly attributable to the fact that they've got zips and things like that, and like the leather divide in the middle of the bag, which really structures the bag and helps it keep its structure. So, I first saw this bag in David Jones on Market Street in Sydney, the city. I went in there during my lunch break to buy the Kate Spade Cedar Street Maze crossbody bag in black as well, which is like a really nice round sort of like zippered all around bag with two straps and a crossbody. The straps actually don't go down like the two handles, so I thought it looked a bit ugly. But anyway, I wanted to go and check that bag out. It was a lot more expensive, that bag, so I was quite concerned. I think it was like $489 full retail price, and there was no sales or anything. So I was thinking, okay, I'll go check it out, see if I like it. If it's practical, I'll buy it. And then I thought, I looked at it and it was tiny. Like, I couldn't fit anything in it. So I was like, okay, this bag is totally out. So I was walking around David Jones because what else do I do on my lunch break? And I came across this bag and it was so nice. But the point of it was that when I saw it, it was on sale and it was in those metal trays in the middle of the aisle at David Jones. And it just looked really tacky from there. This bag really did stand out, but just the way that they positioned it, I just didn't like it. Because I felt like everyone was going to be grabbing the bag and it would be all scuffed. Like, why do I want to buy something that looks like a secondhand bag for $500.50? It was not cheap. So the retail price for this bag is $715. It was reduced to $500.50. It was also reduced on the Coach Australia site, so I could have just popped into the QVB Coach store and probably bought a nicer one there. So I was contemplating doing that. $500.50. Then I sat down and said to myself, this is $1,000. And I am a uni student. I am a final year uni student. So I will be entering quite a professional industry next year. So I did need a really nice work bag, which, you know, the Michael Kors really does serve its purpose, but I wanted a new one because I'm a girl. So I was looking around for a new one, and $500.50. It's quite a lot of money. This is Australian dollars, by the way. And so I was looking around and I thought about it. And I said, let me think about it some more. Went home, deliberated, and then I got an email from Reebonz, and it said, you have 50 credits to use. They expire next week. And I was like, ooh, how did I get 50 credits? So I've been a subscriber to Reebonz for ages. I've never bought anything off them, but I thought, let's have a look. So I looked on their website, and they happened to be having a event, which was a 40% off sale of Mark Jacobs and Coach bags, and they also had like lots of other sales on like all the other brands. And you know, I would love a Fendi bag, I would love a YSL bag, but I am not going to spend 1 to 2k, maybe 3k on a bag. So it came down to this bag, and it was because of the 40% off. So it was 40% off 715 Aussie dollars, which gives you 429 Australian dollars. And then my 50 credits actually turned out to be $50. I did not expect that. I thought credits would be like, you know, some sort of percentage discount or something. So I thought that was great. So it went from 429 Australian dollars to $379, and I was ecstatic about it. So I bought the bag. It took me a very long time. I sent a million photos to my boyfriend. I said, what do you think about this bag from this angle, this angle, this angle? And I said, do you think it's worth this money? And now I'm not really a person that would mize a lot on the bag price, because I used to be one of those people that bought bags that were $50 and would change them every 6 to 12 months, and you know, they'd break on me. But I just get a bit sick of trying to look for a new bag every 6 months and looking for something that I'd want to wear to different occasions all the time, and it just got troublesome. So I prefer having like the 1 or 2 bags that I can really rely on, that are really good quality, are durable, and just worth the price, the investment that I make into it, because I will be using these bags for say 2 to 3 years at the minimum. So $379 for a bag like this is really good in my opinion. Now, I've never been a fan of the Coach brand. I don't know, all my aunts have it, and I'm just like, I'm not that old. So I've never liked it, but I do like this bag. I really like it for what it looks like. You know, I've always been a bit of a Michael Kors, Marc Jacobs fan. So yeah, so getting this bag, I'm really glad I got it now. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. You know, this strap thing, I feel like I might be a bit of a mom carrying it around, but like, it actually looks really nice when it's on the shoulder, and I really like the ease in which I can carry it around. The strap gives even more ease, and you know, it just suits so many of my needs. In saying that, I have not taken this bag out yet. Like, I did not cut off the Reebonz tag because I was just a little bit concerned about, you know, if I found a defect in it over today, I can still return it if I do have this tag on. So I will snip it off later today. But yeah, like in terms of shopping on Reebonz, I was so concerned, as I said, about this whole, you know, lack of this tag, and like, is it going to be authentic? Look, it did come with a care instructions label. I don't really care usually if I get this, but you know, I understand that, you know, you want to make sure your bag is authentic, and this is one way. It also came with a dust bag, so I can really vouch for Reebonz coming across as they promise. I don't have a problem with this bag. I do not have a problem with Reebonz. I bought this on Sunday night at about 11 o'clock because the sale was about to end at 6 a.m. and it got shipped to me this morning, Wednesday 11 a.m. I felt like a kid at Christmas this morning, hence my hair is not brushed. I'm really excited about this bag, and yeah, like, I highly recommend it. You know, I'm doing this review just because when I was looking for reviews on this bag, I found that no one was doing them on YouTube. So I hope this one really helps you guys make a decision. It also came in navy and saddle, but I really like the black, and I've wanted a black bag for a long time. I think it also comes in some funky other colors like metallic purple and like peacock blue, but they were only available in the US, so I'm not really sure what's the go with that, but I got the color I wanted. I hope you guys find a color that's equally suitable for you guys, or, you know, hopefully find a bag that's good for you guys. Like, you know, each their own. But I just think that this bag is just going to be so useful. You know, I'm really keen to start using it. And yeah, I think the one thing is that this might scratch a lot. You know, I'm a bit reluctant to take it out of the plastic, but I'll stop being Asian and just take it out. And so yeah, yes, as I said, I really recommend it. And I hope you guys found this video useful. Thanks, guys.